Hey, this is Carolano. I'm very happy that you made it to this step and that you are watching the video where I'm going to show you exactly what I did to make at least $3,000 a month in just 60 minutes a day, and how many of my students reach the same results as well. So make sure that you pay really attention to what I have to tell you in the next minutes. That is very important. And at first I have to ask you a question. Can you make $3,000 a month in just 60 minutes a day? It sounds like it's impossible. It sounds like it's a get-rich-quick scam. But I can tell you that it's not, because I have worked a system that has allowed me to generate a full-time income with less than part-time efforts. So yeah, we are speaking about huge profits ahead, huge cash flow, huge business growth, and less stress. Because if you have to work 10 hours a day to make $2,000 a month, you're not gonna be very happy, would you? So the key thing is to work less and to have more time for the things that are really important to you. So making money online is tough. For some, it's even impossible. I mean, let's think about this for a second. You've probably tried to make money online for a long time, and you probably have been coached in the past. You've tried several online marketing strategies. You've tried different coaches. You've tried different business models, but nothing really seemed to have worked out for you. So now it seems kind of impossible for you to make money because you've failed that many times in the past. I know, how many times have you tried to make real money but couldn't make it happen? I'm sure that many of you are not, it's not the first time that you look for coaching, that you look for somebody who can get you to the next step. So you've probably tried already to get coaching from a few more people. So now it's time for you to really get ahead of the game. And yet there are these successful marketers. You're thinking, oh my gosh, how did they do it? Right? They are showing you that they are making 10,000, 15,000, sometimes even more than 20,000 US dollars per month from a single business model. How the heck is that possible? That is only possible because they have developed or worked a proven system that can generate them instant and ongoing results. So that's the key thing to focus in a business, right? It's not just that we are on the constant hunt of developing a new system. That absolutely doesn't work. The fastest way to 100% is to find a system that works and to duplicate it. And that's exactly what you want to be doing in the future. Oops, sorry. Since there are people who are making a decent living, it's possible for you too. I mean, think about it. If there's one person making a full-time income online, why should you not be able to do it? Those people are working with the same tools. They are working with the same strategies. They are working with the same business. So all you would have to figure out is what exactly did they do on a day-to-day basis, or what kind of methods they use to monetize their business model. But how can you learn what they do? It's kind of difficult to get to that sort of information, because if something is hot, people are not easily willing to give it away. Most people only show what works for them once it stops working. So you will not get the thing in your hands when it's hot, right? So it's important that you learn from somebody, that you learn a system that currently works, not that didn't work in the past. And that's exactly the problem, right? You can't know it unless there is somebody willing to share this type of information with you. So you need to find something that works for you. And what's super important is to just focus on one income generation method at a time. There's so many people out there who are trying to literally do 3 to 5 sources of traffic at a time. They're trying to do organic search, they're trying to do pay-per-click, they're trying to do solo ads. They want to learn everything at a time, and of course that doesn't lead them anywhere. So you have to be a bit smarter, you have to actually be lazier than most people, and the key thing is that yes, you work hard, but you work hard while you work. Something that doesn't put your finances and life on risk. You can't just step ahead and spend $5,000 on your business without knowing that this is actually going to produce results for you. Nobody here is willing to spend $1,000 on something where he doesn't know what results this is going to produce. So it's important that you have faith in what you do, and that little something is usually the business model. So before we get into the cash part, let me tell you who I am. My name is Gerlano. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Graz, Austria. Many of you guys probably may not have heard about Austria so far, but this is where I'm born. And I think this gives me maybe an edge over many marketers, because I always had a big dream of creating my own business, of being independent, of having the lifestyle where I could control my daily actions, where I could do whatever I wanted to do, and I was willing to put in the amount of time and money that it took to get there. I am currently residing in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So as you can see here on the left side, there's a picture of my girlfriend and me, and on the right side I took a snapshot of a video that I took in April this year. So let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I really want you to get to know me, because if we decide we're going to work together, we have to know who I am, where I'm coming from, what I went through, and how you can profit from me, my business models, and simply me as a coach. I have basically 4 years experience in online marketing, and before I got started in the internet world, I worked several jobs, and I can tell you up front that I didn't like my jobs at all. I tried to work as a steward, I tried myself as a waiter, I tried myself as a supermarket assistant. I had really many jobs and I couldn't stand it. I didn't like the feeling of being employed. I didn't like to stand up each morning at the same time, do the same type of work each day for the same money. I didn't like the sound of that. I didn't like the feel of it. So I had to do something about it. I didn't want to be a slave for the rest of my life. I wanted to be under full control, and I wanted to travel. I wanted to do more sports. I simply wanted to develop as a person. And I knew that that was not going to be possible in the job that I'm working right now. So I had no other choice but to simply quit that job and to take the risk to throw away my comfort zone, because that's basically what a job is. A job is a comfort zone, right? And that's why it's so hard to break out of it, but I still did it anyway, and it was a good choice that I made. It was not easy at all, but it was necessary. Today I'm a six-figure earner. I specialize in CPA marketing, product creation, and coaching. So these are basically the three businesses that I'm running on the internet today. And I actually started with AdSense back in 2011 it was. And that was actually the first business model that I managed to get to a full-time income already well over 2 years ago. And what things do I like to do in my free time, right? I like building wealth, I like traveling, I like sports. So this is where I invest my time, money, and energy on. These are things that I value, and I will in a bit show you where I like to travel and why that is. And for everything I do, I want to have passion and purpose behind it, right? So passion and purpose is everything for me. Whenever I do something, I want to make sure that it's congruent with my long-term goals. I never want to do something out of desperation or because the mass is doing it or because it makes quick money. No, I want to do something because I want to make a difference, because I feel passionate about it, because that's the thing I want to do. And I think that's very important in building an online business. And here are places where I simply like to travel. And the left image or picture shows me in Giza, Cairo, Egypt. I was there already for 3 years ago, but that was one of the best trips I've ever had, and since then I've traveled in more than 23 countries. I've traveled in Europe, Africa, and now in Asia too, and that's exactly what you can see from the picture on the right side. The photo was taken in June 2012 in Walwal, Cebu, Philippines, and I've spent now more than 1.5 years, it's actually approaching 2 years now, in the Philippines, in Malaysia, and Vietnam. So these are basically the places I travel to, but I have went to other countries as well. So I just want to show you things that I really value, things that I like, and this is basically tropical locations, exotic beaches, and I simply love Asia. And here's a little photo of my work environment. And here, my little office, ideal conditions for generating a 6-figure year income. It's just the way I like it. And let's talk a little bit about making paper in Asia. Some of you might not be in Asia, some of you might still be in your home country, and that's totally fine. I'm not really forcing anyone to go for what I go, or I don't really force anyone to live where I live. You have to choose where you feel comfortable, where you think it's ideal for you to work and run a business. And here you can see that these are figures that I created from just one PayPal account in under 4 weeks in July 2013. So this screenshot shows you profits over $9,000 in 4 weeks. And again, this is just one of my PayPal account. This is just one source of income, and I have actually a lot more to show, but I don't really want to waste your time here with my personal achievements, telling you about my personal achievements. I just want to give you an example of what's possible when you actually learn from me. And here's another screenshot of the amount of money that Market Health paid me in July. So Market Health paid me over $3,150 in July. And again, this is the exact model that you will be learning in this coaching program. So this is all about CPA marketing, and I'm sure that many of you guys know this already from the sales page, but this is very important, and this is just income that has been generated through one CPA network. And again, I'm not showing with you every single dollar that I made because I don't think it's important for you. I want you to get the bigger picture of what's possible if you decide to follow my footsteps and get started with this system. Now that you know a bit about my accomplishments, why else should you be listening to me? I mean, there are thousands of marketers trying to sell you, right? Why would you exactly choose my system, or why would you choose me over them? What makes me special? What is my value proposition, and why do I believe I can help you more than the other 15 coaches you reviewed in the past few days? I think that there are many systems out there that actually work, but I claim my system to be the easiest, the simplest, and the least time-consuming system that you can work with, and I will get to that in a second. Now, so let's talk about the truths of running an online business, and that's purely the truth, okay? I'm not trying to make stuff up here. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just telling you what is true. There are many systems that actually produce stone cold cash. We have seen many business models that can actually help you make a full-time income, right? There are many business models that will actually produce more profit than the one I will be showing you today. But there's only this one business model that makes you $3,000 a month at the very least, with only 60 minutes a day time investments on your part. So the question is, what do you want? Right? And I think that if you're just starting off, if you have yet to achieve the minimum level of success you've always been dreaming of, then this is probably the best system to start with. Why? Well, because you can operate this system in just 1 hour a day. It doesn't take you 5 hours of your time, nor do you need certain technical skills, nor do you need to be a genius, nor do you need to know how to talk with people on the phone. You don't need to be a genius in terms of sales copywriting, right? There's so much that you don't have to do with this particular CPA marketing business model that I believe you absolutely have to be doing these business models, at least until you can get to a certain income level, right? A decent amount of money where you could live off, or where you could say, hey, I could use that money to build another business. But you first have to get there. Now, my 60-minute a day system doesn't require experience. It's very important. Some systems out there require you a lot of technical skills, right? Or they require that you have to be good at sales copywriting. Just make an example. But again, this system doesn't require technical skills, and it doesn't require a lot of time and money. So here are 3 key benefits that you have from this system that I think are really important. And yes, if you really follow all the steps that we will be teaching you in this system, you can be as astonished and happy as this guy right in this picture. Now, this 60-minute-a-day system can make you as much as $20,000 per month, if not more. And it can help create the lifestyle you always wanted. It can help you to build multiple 4 to 5 figure a month businesses. And I'm just making an example that it can make you as much as 20,000 US dollars a month, if not more. So you alone choose, based on the amount of time and money you commit to this, how much you want to make. And the good thing is, with this system, you don't have to be in front of the computer all the time. You don't have to be grinding. You don't have to be sweating it out every single day to keep that income consistent. You can work for maybe 4 weeks, right? You're going to put in a lot of hours. You're going to build your campaigns. You're going to follow the exact step process. And then you can take off for 2 weeks and go on a nice holiday to a tropical beach, or you can simply learn yoga or whatever you want to do. So this system will allow you to create the independent lifestyle that most people can't even think of. So think about this. And with the amount of money that you will make, you will never have to worry about making paper again, because you will have consistent cash flow that will allow you to build multiple online businesses. And that's what I think is very amazing about this system, is that with just a small investment you can actually make a huge profit, and you can then use that money as leverage and build multiple businesses in a shorter period of time. But I also have to tell you that this is not for everyone, and in case that should not be for you, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. You know, that's just the way it is. But that's not for everyone. The system is only for a certain type of people, and this may be you or may not be you. That's what we are going to figure out now. So this is not for someone who gives up quickly, right? If you tend to quit after the first sign of defeat, forget about it. It wouldn't make sense on your side and on our side too. And this is not for someone who doesn't take things seriously. So if you can't work 1 hour a day, 60 minutes a day, then we have a problem. Or you're scared to invest time. If you're scared to invest time because you're scared to fail, it's not going to work for you. If you're scared to invest money, it's also not going to work for you. Scared money can win. You have to be confident in investing money. You have to have confidence in building money. It's super important. And this is not for someone who doesn't work. So there are 5 things that you cannot do if you want to become successful with this CPA business model. Now, let's see the opposite here. In fact, this is for you if you are smart and lazy, because we are just talking about a 60-minute-a-day time investment. It's not a lot of time, is it? So if you have that and you work smart, right, you follow the steps, you don't try to do every step on your own, or you don't try to create your own system, because that's going to take more time, more money, more sweat, resources. So if you don't do that, you will be on the safe side. Yeah, and this is for you if you have 60 minutes a day to invest, if you have money to invest. You are in the right frame of mind. Very important. Each business, or every business, is actually a creation of your mind. So how strong you are in between your ears will determine how much money you're going to make with this. You're committed to success. Failure is not an option. You have to be focused on success, and failure is never going to happen to you. It's as easy as that. So next, this business model is about CPA marketing. We've told you about this. You're not going to learn anything here about list building. We're not going to talk about product creation, solo ads, creating products, writing sales pages. That's all not part of the equation. You're just going to learn one source of traffic, and I will repeat this. You're just going to learn one source of traffic. We're not going to teach you the world in the short amount of time that you have available, because we know that you don't have enough minutes left in the day to really focus on this. So we narrowed it down to one business model and one source of traffic. And I will teach you the exact system I use to make $355 a day in CPA marketing. And this is the simplest, least time consuming and smartest system available and offered on the internet today. You can make as little as $10 a day or as much as $1,000 a day. You choose. You're gonna make that choice. If you say, hey, you know what, my goal is just to supplement some income, I just want to see how this works, I may just want to invest 20 minutes a day, so I'm shooting for $20 a day income in the next 90 days. That's totally cool. You have to build a certain amount of campaigns each day, each week, each month to get to that income number. Just make sure you have the exact amount of money that you want to make saved in your mind. You have to save it in your mind so you know exactly what sort of actions you need to take to actually make this number come true. And yeah, you can make as much as $1,000 a day, and I have actually friends who are making up to $2,000 a day from just CPA marketing. So that's not a joke, that's pure reality. There are people doing it, and they're doing it successfully, and you can learn from us, and we will teach you how to make at least a couple $100s a day in CPA marketing with just a small time and money investment. I will be teaching you how to make no less than $100 a day by working 60 minutes a day. I mean, think about it. If you had to work super hard during 60 minutes a day to make $100 a day, would you do it? Would it be worth your time, money, and energy if you know that 1 hour a day, which equals no more than 25 hours per month, if we consider you have 5 off days per month, would you be willing to spend that time each month? I mean, let's think about it. You have to invest 25 hours per month to make $3,000. That equals, and that would equal that you would make more than $100 an hour on average. Now think about how many jobs pay you more than $100 an hour. You would have to be an owner of your own shop or business to make more than $100 a day, if you would do anything offline. But if you would be an employee, there's no way a company is paying you $100 a day if you're just starting off. Now think about the income potential of this business model. If you become more proficient, become more skilled, if you acquire new talents, if you know how to hire the right talents to build campaigns for you, you can even double that number or triple that number if you really want to. So the income potential is huge, and it's not just the amount of money that you can make. I always see the time versus profit ratio. So how much time do you have to put in to actually make a certain profit? And that's what's so amazing about the system is, again, that you can make more than $100 an hour by working smart. So you make the choice, make an absolute killing uploading videos to YouTube and buying domains. So this is what it's all about. It doesn't get any more difficult than that. You will learn how to make more than $100 a day by simply uploading 2-minute videos and buying domains. That's all. That's all that it requires. And we'll teach you how to skyrocket your earnings while being smart and lazy. And you will be literally like this guy who has put his 2 feet on the table. You will be able to sit back because we have prepared everything for you, and it's just so easy to follow. That's all I can say here. Now think about this. A few years ago I was broke. I know my bank account is approaching $250,000. If you want to see similar results, you should not hesitate to work with this smart system. In fact, I claim that every marketer wants to get the most out of these 60 minutes, and with this system it's entirely possible. So in this program you will not just learn how to make a ton amount of money in just 60 minutes a day, we will learn other money skills as well. Money skills that will not only allow you to make money, but also to save and bank money. And that's what I believe a true business is focused on. It's not just on making money, it's more about real growth and security. Because only if you really manage to be smart with your money, to bank money, control it, manage it, then you will be able to build multiple businesses in the future with even less effort. So it's all a learning process, and you can definitely make that happen. You know that I'm offering you a coaching program today, right? I mean, you have read it on the sales page. It was very clear that we're going to teach you, or we are offering to teach you a very simple, duplicatable system that you can do in a very short amount of time, and they can make you huge profits. But this is not a standard $297 program, so I have to warn you. This is not an ABC program that teaches you the fundamentals of CPA marketing. We don't care about fundamentals. We don't care about ABC strategies. We only care about is what works. We only care about what works, and that's exactly what we will teach you in this program. So this is nothing overcomplicated. It's nothing that requires you to have a degree, huge technical skills, nothing like that. We have narrowed it down to the least steps possible to monetize this. And I have to tell you that I've been coaching people for almost 3 years now. So I have more than 2,000 hours experience in coaching people. And I've sold a few hundred coaching programs in the past 2 years. So I definitely know what I'm doing in this department. I have a lot of experience, I have a lot of results, and I also have many clients who are actually making money from my coaching programs. So this is something that I feel very confident about, and this is why I believe that I can contribute a lot of value to you as my new student. And yes, this is a guaranteed program. Don't forget this. We're talking about guaranteed results. So we guarantee that you will be making money if you follow our assignments, you follow our trainings, you complete assignments on time. Yes, then we guarantee you will be making X dollars per day. And that's exactly the $100 a day mark. And yes, I'm offering guaranteed results, or better said, I guarantee you results. I claim it to be the easiest but most complete program you will ever undertake. Complete for the reason that there are no steps left out. The easiest for the reason that it requires the least steps to be brought to an insane level of success. I mean, you get everything. That's just pretty much what it comes down to. Since you're going to make real money fast and guaranteed, this is not going to be cheap, right? I mean, I could easily charge you just $100. I could take your money, I could teach you a few skills here and there, but I'm not going to guarantee you that you will actually make cash with this. Nor do I walk you through the whole process that I do in CPA marketing, or basically the shortest process to true income. So that's not going to be cheap. If there was one thing I had to promise you, it was that this is the last program you will need to create a full-time income. In case you have yet to experience real results in your own business, if you have not had success in the past, if you were looking for the one missing picture that you haven't found yet, then this is probably one of the best ways to finally pick up that picture from the ground and add it to the puzzle. That's your call. I care about your success. In fact, I want you to succeed. And you can ask my students, people who work with me for months, people who are really cared about, who also meant it seriously. That's important. You've got to be serious about this. You can't take it easily. Yes, it's easy money, but still it requires your input. And my input will be there as well. Now, if you want to work with me and make $3,000 a month in 60 minutes a day, go ahead and fill out the application form right below this video. I definitely look forward to helping you succeed. So simply fill out the application form below, and I will get in touch with you in a bit. I look forward to talking with you, helping you make money online, and really creating that full-time income that you always wanted. So all you have to do right now is simply scroll down the page a little bit and fill out the application form and give me all your details, and I will get back to you with an estimated time for a call in just a few hours. Thanks for taking the time for viewing this presentation. I really care about your success, and I definitely look forward to working with you soon.